wildlife of the Brahmaputra basin. The first one is the Royal Bengal tiger. As we know that the Royal Bengal tiger is also the national animal of our country, India. The Royal Bengal tiger is also the national animal of our country. See one more point here. The Sundarban is a mangrove area in the delta formed by the confluence of Ganga, Brahmaputra and Meghna rivers. So Sundarban's delta, Sundarban area, which is a type of island, it also has mangrove forest. It's very famous delta. In fact, it is the largest delta in the world. Sundarban delta is the largest delta in the world, and it is formed by the coming together of rivers Ganga, Brahmaputra and Meghna. So these rivers, three rivers, when come together, they form the Sundarban delta in the Bay of Bengal, and they spread across India and Bangladesh. Okay. And it's famous for its mangrove forest. So let's come back to the wildlife that we were discussing here. The type of wildlife which is there is the Royal Bengal tiger, and the Royal Bengal tiger is the national animal of India and as well as the Bangladesh country. It is the national animal of India and Bangladesh. Then the next one is one-horned rhinoceros. These type of rhinoceros are getting endangered because of the poaching which is being done. Poaching, when the animal is killed to extract its different parts such as its skin or maybe its horn or maybe its trunk of an elephant. So when those animals are hunted, so that the different types of products can be made from the body parts or from the trunks, tree trunks and the horn of the rhinoceros, it is called as poaching when they are killed by the human beings. So rhinoceros are becoming endangered because of this poaching, and one-horned rhinoceros are found in the Brahmaputra basin in Kaziranga forest. They are found in the Kaziranga forest in the Brahmaputra basin. Right? So these two are very, very important. And different types of fishes that are found in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin are Hilsa, Rohu and Katla. Hilsa, Rohu and Katla are the important varieties of fishes found in this Ganga Brahmaputra basin. And there is Gangetic dolphin. Gangetic dolphin is very famous variety of dolphin. It is a very important species of dolphin which are now getting endangered because the river Ganga is getting contaminated day by day. So let us see the Ganga dolphin or the Gangetic dolphin is what type of a species. So Ganges river dolphin is a species of toothed whale. It is a type of toothed whale. The Ganges river dolphin has been recognized by the government of India as national aquatic animal, and this Gangetic dolphin is the national aquatic animal of India. This is the national aquatic animal of India, which is Gangetic dolphin. This dolphin is found in river Ganga. Then let us move on to the next point. There is Susu or blind dolphin, which is also found in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin in the Ganga and Bay of Bengal. So these dolphins are not only found in the river Ganga as well as they are found in the Bay of Bengal. Then let us see the different types of people that live in this Ganga Brahmaputra basin and how exactly are they living in these areas. The first point is densely populated. It means that the Ganga Brahmaputra basin are so favorable for human habitation that these are densely populated. Why are these densely populated? Because of the fertile soil which is there in these basins, because of the different rivers that are flowing through the basin, which is Ganga and Brahmaputra and the different tributaries. They are depositing sediment and alluvial soil in the place and making it more and more fertile. So these plains are densely populated by people so that they can cultivate different types of crops in those regions. And rice and fish are the staple food of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, and agriculture is the main occupation in these basins. And there is dry west. In the dry west, the wheat is more consumed, but the rice and fish are the staple food. The rice and fish are the staple food of the people of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. But where there is dry west, in the dry western region, wheat is more consumed. That there are different types of cash crops which are being cultivated in this Ganga Brahmaputra basin are jute and sugarcane. These are the cash crops which are being cultivated in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, and there are oilseeds, Assam tea, banana and silk, which is also produced in this region. Oilseeds, Assam tea, banana and silk. What are oilseeds? Oilseeds are grown primarily for the production of edible oils. They are grown for the production of edible oils. Peanuts, soya beans, sunflower seeds and etc. are some examples of the oilseeds. So some examples of the oilseeds are peanuts, soya beans, sunflowers, etc. They are primarily grown for the production of edible oils. And what is Assam tea? Assam tea is a variety of black tea. What is silk? Silk is one of the most demanding textile of the world, and the fabric produced since the ancient times. It is originated in China. Silk was originated in China, and it is a natural protein fiber. It is a natural protein fiber produced by the larva of certain specific types of insects, such as the caterpillars or moths or the silkworms. So these types of insects, which are caterpillars, moths or silkworms, produce a special natural fiber which is called as a silk, and the silk was originated in China. Then moving on to the next one, which is terrace farming. In the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin, in the hilly areas, people practice terrace farming. What is terrace farming? Terrace farming is a type of farming or a method of farming in which steps known as terraces are built onto the slopes of hills, mountains to be used for crop cultivation. The steps, different steps are built on the mountains, like this is a mountain, then different steps are built on the slope of the mountain so that plants can be grown on these steps. So this is called as the terrace farming. It is a method of farming whereby steps known as the terraces are built onto the slopes of hills and mountains to be used for crop cultivation. Terrace farming prevents the washing away of soil nutrients by the rain. This leads to the growth of healthy crops. So, what is the use of making these steps? These steps help in retaining the water which flows down the hills. The major problems in the hilly areas is that whenever there is a rain, the water from the rain flows down those hilly areas and it does not remain on the land so that the land could get some water and the plants would grow nicely. The lands do not get much water, so this is the problem which is there in the hilly areas. So to counter this problem or to solve this problem, the people of the hilly areas made the terraces or the terrace farming, they started terrace farming, in which the steps would now retain the water which was flowing down the mountain. So this was the terrace farming. There are kharif, rabi and zaid crops which are grown in these Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. The kharif crops are the summer crops. These crops are grown in the summers and they are grown in the starting months of the summer and then they are cultivated in by the end of the summer. And there is rabi, which is a winter crop, and it is a winter crop. It is also sown in the early months of winter and it is harvested in the end of the winter months. And there is zaid crop, which is grown in the period in between these winter crops and the summer crops. So there is a period in between the winter and summer, which is the rainy season. In the rainy season, we grow the third crop, which is called the zaid crops. And the last point is that this Ganga-Brahmaputra basin supports agro-based industries because there is a lot of agriculture being done on these Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. Agro-based industries are quite on rise and they are one of the major source of employment, or the major source of livelihood for the people of Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. So agro-based industries play a very important role in this Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. Please note that the important cities in the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin, the important cities in this basin, I do not have the space to write the important points also, are the national capital Delhi and the river port and commercial center Kolkata. And other important town cities are Haridwar, Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna along the banks of Ganga and Guwahati along the banks of Brahmaputra. So these are the important cities of the northern plains. And dense transport network is also required on these plains. Roads, railways and inland waterways are well developed. Historical monuments like Taj Mahal, Agra, Fort Delhi are historical monuments in these plains, and the religious centers such as the Haridwar, Varanasi and Buddhist stupas at Sarnath and Bodh Gaya are also important religious centers. Wildlife sanctuaries at Kaziranga, Manas and important one is Kaziranga and Sundarbans. These are the wildlife sanctuaries that are there in the northern plains. And in the north part of the basin, the area is hilly. Subsistence agriculture or rearing livestock is done in the northern plains, and the use of mechanized farming and irrigation has adverse effect on the soil of the basin, and rapid growth of industries and discharge of industrial waste in the rivers are making them even more toxic. So discharge of city sea waste into the cities is also polluting them. With this, the chapter is now completed.